Wow, look at you.
filled with iced tea.
There you go. Caffeine-free iced tea, or did you give that up for Lent?
Yep, still decaf.
Wow, I'm proud of you. I not decaf. I'm fully caffeinated as often as I can do it. What's up, Stu? Welcome back.
Hello, Jim. Happy
It's
New
our
Year.
Happy New Year. It's our second podcast of the year. Most people are
Oh,
just
yeah.
now getting back to it, but on
That's
the
right.
1st of January, we had done a podcast every day this year. Then we broke our streak the next day. So today, Stu, we're talking about something very, very important. In fact, it's key. And that is we're talking about offers. An
Mm.
offer, a great offer, is the difference between struggling to get by and massive success. It's outrageous sales versus lackluster performance and having to put on a hairnet and uttering those phrases that have made people billions of dollars, such as, would you care for fries? Or perhaps a hot apple pie. And your offer really is what spells the difference. So today we're going to be talking about from ugly duckling to Bella the ball, turning a boring run-of-the-mill product into a tantalizing offer they can't refuse. And we're going to use one of the hardest things, or one of the things that people never really think about, creating an offer around, which is a book. This is a real book. This is an actual book that I wrote, Stu. We made it a bestseller on Amazon. The Story Selling Secret, a simple 5-step blueprint for using personal stories to create emotional connections, make yourself unique, and increase sales.
How long ago was that, Jim?
Last year. Hadn't been that long.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. No, this isn't like, old. This
I thought that was new. I was about to say.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we are going to actually brainstorm an offer around this book. And this is like a prequel, Stu. This is like episode 3, 4, 5, and 6 in Star Wars, leading up to episode 1, 2, and 3. Because next Tuesday, we're going to be doing a masterclass inside of Copy and Content. We're going to be going in depth into creating an offer. And we're going to be doing something we've never done before on a masterclass. Not only are we going to be writing the copy for the offer, you're going to be learning about how to create offers super quick, but then we're actually going to go online, even though we're already online, but we're going to go into the funnel builder we use, Go High Level, and show you how to take the offer and put it into a funnel. Nice. It's we're crossing the last divide. So that's something that sounds like, wow, that makes total sense that you would do that. And I'm like, yeah, that makes total sense that we would do that. And so that's Susan's going to come in. Absolutely. So Susan's going to come in and join me on the show and actually do that. So it's going to be pretty cool. And if you want to register, this is paid. This is for our paid membership. But if you want to attend that class for free, you don't have to buy anything or anything like that. You can actually sign up to attend that masterclass. You can go to CopyandContent.AI/class. Yes, I remembered. Thanks, Susan. We'll tell you more about that later on in the show. However, before we get to that, Stu, and we're going to be demoing the offer brainstorm genie and some other stuff, we need to get some definitions straight. All right. And the reason I say that is because I think in a lot of cases we take things for granted as far as people's understanding level. What's up, C-Ray? What's up, Paul? What's up, Jocelyn? Welcome everybody who's here. Give us a little shout out in the comments. I think we take some things for granted and people's understanding of what those terms mean. And I also think it's kind of like once you got to a certain level in school, you were afraid to ask. And that's not really fair. So I think just like we're back to basics with the workouts and the diet and all that other stuff. We're going to get back to basics with what we're helping people do. So there are actually 6, 7 things I want to define just real quick. It's not going to take long. All right, but just so we all kind of develop this common language that we're using. What's up, Brad? So first thing, when you hear the word offer, there's really 2 terms that could mean. And so first we're going to get straight. The offer is basically the promise. So it's the promise of whatever process you're going to go through, and you're going to get some sort of a result and an outcome at the end. All right. So it's the promise. So, you know, the offer of this book is basically how to tell stories to make more sales. Okay. The offer of Heroes of Tomorrow is what? Just in a nutshell, to a layman, what's the offer?
We are helping prepare people who want to serve for whatever job they want to do: military, law enforcement, firefighter.
Okay, let's simplify
That's what
that
we
even.
do.
Right. That's
what
what
we
the
do.
offer is. I'll show you what to do to get in shape so that you can serve in the military, first responder.
Yes.
Okay, that's the basic offer. Is I'll beat on you, excuse me, I'll give you the mentorship you need to go from PlayStation body to, you know,
Yes.
being a man.
That is it. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Now, the offer stack, if you want to just take that down to one word, the offer's the promise. The offer stack is made up of the deliverables, what you get. Now, most people's offer stack contains one item. Okay. Honestly, if you just really want to think about it, the offer stack with a book is what? You get the book.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
and the knowledge inside the book.
No. Yeah. In theory, in a grown-up world, sure. In the 5-year-old, what's in it for me? I want ice cream. That point. Don't work, because here's the thing, Stu. How much is this book? It's a paperback. Bucks. Yeah, $10. Okay, 10 to 4. Well, thanks.
10 to 15.
Inflation Reduction Act. It's actually 500. I'm just playing.
Printing costs. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe $15 now. 20. It was 10. Now it's 15, $20. How much is an ebook?
They can be free. They can be same price. Mine are the same price as my books.
Okay, so but the point is that when something can be reduced down to what it is as opposed to what it does, then people are real quick to put the lowest possible price on it.
Yeah.
Okay, a book is $10, $15. Could show you how to change your life. It still costs $10 or $15. Okay, so we don't selling books. We're making offers, and we're delivering offer stacks.
Right.
So, a couple other things before we jump into this. I just want to again put together a couple of definitions I think will help people. All right. So maybe this is just for me. Don't know. All right. So let's talk for a second about what is process. In the end, we're all selling a process. I'm selling a process of how to put words on a website to get people to buy. Stu's selling a process of how to get in shape, how to lose weight, how to look better, all that good stuff. But there is a process. So if you think of a process is like a map. So there's the process, which is getting from here to there. Let's think of it almost like a race. All right. It's like the race across America. Remember the Cannonball Run? Remember that movie Cannonball Run?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it's the race across America. Then you got the mechanism, which typically is what most people are trying to sell, is the mechanism. So a mechanism could be considered the vehicle. So the vehicle could be a bike. Think about that. If you wanted to race across America or across your county, you could walk, take a bike, take a bus, take a plane, take a supersonic jet, take a beam me up, Scotty. How many of us have ever been on vacation and being on vacation was amazing, and the last day comes, it's time to travel home? And how many of us have always said, man, I wish I could just beam me up and beam me home. I wish I could just be home instantly. Okay, that kind of thing. So next, all right, we have the result, which again, most people focus on selling the mechanism or the result. The result are basically, if we're going to go with the race mentality, these are the milestones. And then finally, there's the finish line. So let's do as an example of, like, let's say somebody wanted to build a list. So the process is you got to put up a funnel to build your list. Okay, the mechanism is so-and-so's funnel building software. Go high level. That's what we use. Okay. The result is the milestones. I got to write the copy. I got to put up the opt-in page, the confirmation page. I got to have the follow-up email sequence. I got to run the ads to get them. I mean, there's all these milestones, okay, which as soon as each individual result. And then this is the thing I think most people undersell, yet this is what people are actually buying, and that is the outcome. And the outcome is basically what winning this whole race means, or the why people are doing what they're doing. Now, what I'm also teaching you here are some of the basics of copy hacking, because when you can isolate all this stuff, you don't have to learn copywriting, you don't have to become a copywriter, you don't have to hire a copywriter, because when you have all these pieces, you can assemble copy really quickly. But this is the thing that people undersell or do a really clumsy job of. For example, let's take the list building thing. Okay. Why do people want to go through all this crap? Because the ultimate outcome that they want is a rabid list of hungry buyers that purchase anything you offer as soon as you offer it. That's the outcome. That's why you want to list. Do I want a bunch of email addresses just for the hell of it? No. In fact, that costs me money at MailChimp and all these other places where I store it. So just having email addresses is an expense. All this stuff doesn't mean anything. Yet this is the crap that we're trying to sell. What people want and what we should be selling them is the outcome, which in that example is, people don't want to write a book because they want to hold a bunch of assembled pages in their hand. They want the pride of holding up their book and showing that they accomplished something cool. They want to feel the authority of handing that book to a potential customer and seeing the look in the customer's eyes of, wow, you must really be somebody. And you know what they really want to see, Stu?
What's that?
The look of fear and jealousy on their competitor's face as they hand the book to a potential customer, and that competitor knows that they just lost the war.
Yeah.
That's what they really want. So again, when we understand what all these things are and how they fit, now instead of it being a mystery, instead of it being this big hard thing, we understand what people are really buying. We know the process we got to take them through. And so we sell them the mechanism to get the outcome. But we got to understand all this stuff, because most people just run out there and start trying to sell whatever it is they sell. And I've been guilty of this too. I've been real lazy with this over the last few years because we had tons of money to blow on just blunt force getting people through the front door. But Not doing that anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
So now what I want to do is talk specifically about offer stack. How do we take a boring little book and turn it, well, it's in a boring little book. It's actually amazing. This will change your life. But how do we take a boring little book and turn it into an amazing offer? Now, there's a couple of ways that we can do that. And then we'll get into the, and let me ask you guys a quick question. Was going through and defining these terms helpful? Did this make you think a little bit? And
Yeah, it
Stu,
put it
since you're the only one
together
here
for
that
me.
can, huh?
Yeah, it kind of put it together for me, and like you said, the process of it really made sense, right? This whole thing is a process that I needed a little bit firmer grasp on, I think.
Why would someone want to go through the hell of buds or Green Beret training or any of that other stuff? Because ultimately, they want the pride of putting on that Green Beret. They want the
Yeah.
pride of putting on that trident. They want the feeling of being uncommon amongst common men. They want the ego and the love and the adoration, all that stuff. That's why they're doing it. You're
Yeah.
not going to sell them the push-ups,
Mm-mm.
but you can sell them the push-ups as the mechanism to get the outcome that they want. You know, your first book was 12 Weeks to Buds, not let me beat the shit out of you for 3 months. I'm serious.
It's a good point.
Okay. So anyway, I've lost my lost my I just had to laugh because I
No,
lost it.
you're
I
bringing it
lost it.
all around about the definitions.
I just thought about a
And we're
title for your over 50 book. Let me beat the crap out of you in the last half of your life. um okay. So the definitions are helpful. Okay, now I remember where I was. So there's two ways that we can increase the value of this book. And you can do either or a combination. Okay. So the first one is to niche the audience. The second is to sweeten the offer. So let me ask you this, and anybody who's here that can comment, you can make a comment as well. Again, how much is just a book about how to tell stories to help make sales? How much is that worth? 20 bucks? 30 bucks?
sure.
Okay, by
Yeah.
itself. Okay. Let's say 20 bucks. Okay. How much is a book about how to tell sales stories in order to help real estate agents get more buyers or more listings, that each of which could be worth between $6,000 and $15,000 in commission? How much is that worth?
I mean, paper and words, $20. But
Exactly.
what it's worth is
Uh-huh.
much more.
Sure. So here we're talking about the promise. Okay. Here we're talking about the stack. So in the realtor example, let's say, I mean, it's got to be worth at least $100, right? $97.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. At
I mean,
least.
hell, I would have dug up that money. Okay. And then I don't know, how to use sales stories to, I don't know, sell something that gets you $100,000 commission or something like that. I mean, it's probably now we could get up to, you know, for CEOs to buy and sell billion-dollar corporations or something like that. Let's say that takes it up to $1,000. Okay. So by niching it down and tying this to a specific result that is worth a crap ton to somebody. That is a way to increase the value of the thing, because the value of the promise result is higher. Okay.
Yep.
So just being able to tell a story in order to sell a pair of shoes at Rack Room might make you good at Rack Room, but using it to buy and sell houses worth a lot more. You'll pay more. Tying the offer to the result, the promise to the result. So now the other thing that we can do is we can sweeten the pot by increasing the offer stack. Because remember, we said when all you have is one thing, what does that mean? You have an offer stack of one.
Not
So
really a stack.
now, well, it's not really, it's a short stack, brother. It's one pancake. That's the shortest short stack at IHOP is one pancake.
Yeah, that's true.
So now we got to think up. Okay, you get the book. That's worth $20. What's an automatic thing that we could add to the stack with a book, Stu? You and I made one for copywriting secrets on Zoom.
Podcast, audiobook.
Audiobook, right. And how much
Yes.
is the audiobook?
$10.
Wow. Okay.
Right.
So, hey, it's worth what someone will pay.
Yeah.
Depends on how many credits you got in your
Right.
Audible
Exactly.
account. Like,
How many?
let's see. Credits are $10, but I can buy this for $4. I'll just buy it. Jim, why is there a charge for $4 from Amazon? Because I bought the Audible book. Oh, okay. Well, forward me the receipt. This is the whole conversation. My wife can have 5 figures going out to Amazon and nobody, she don't call me, but if I spend $4 on an audiobook, she does a great job. Okay. So what's another thing we can add to a book to increase, enhance, or otherwise up the overall perceived value of the offer? Could do a class.
An
right?
app.
Okay, so a class, I'm going to say a class is worth 97 bucks. I'm just going to keep this easy. Just subtract 3 from each of these so we do the proper pricing. So class is 100 bucks. App would be pretty cool, but app is kind of hard to put together.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm still going to put
unless you did it the way I did it, Jim.
Yeah, somebody else did it. Which is smart. Okay.
Outsource.
So you could also create a community around the book. Okay. How much is a community worth?
Priceless.
Absolutely. That's usually what I put on those. Okay. What else could we do? Stu, we're thinking way too hard about this. I wonder if there's an easy button.
Huh? Is there?
I think there might be an easy button for this.
Is there
Stu.
a genie for this?
Yeah, I think there is. All right. Well, you know what, Stu? All jokes aside, there is an easy button for this. It's called the Offer Brainstorm Genie. And so what is the Offer Brainstorm Genie? What do you think it is, Stu? It's a genie that helps you.
Exactly what we were doing.
Exactly. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to tell it about our book, and it's going to help us brainstorm stuff we can do with the offer. All right, here we go. I am the author of The Story Selling Secret, a simple 5-step blueprint for using personal stories to create emotional connections, make yourself unique, and increase sales. My customers are interested in using stories to help them sell more of everything from personal services to coaching to software and e-com products. Many of them do webinars and masterclasses and coaching, as well as speaking from the stage. Many of them want to sell higher ticket items such as high-end coaching or high-ticket masterminds as well. So that sounds pretty good. I told it about my books, told them about my customers. Now let's have it brainstorm some offer stack stuff for us, some stuff we might not have thought of.
For this one, Jim, would it make sense to kind of put a little hook story in the easy button section and then let it pump out an offer?
You could.
Is that, yeah.
I mean, you could put in, basically I've got it so we can put in anything.
Right.
So I'm not necessarily interested in this part because I already have my book. So it's like, oh, do the story seller blueprint online course. But let's look at some of these other, the storytelling secret toolkit. What it does, equip you with templates, cheat sheets, streamline, restore, simplify your preparation, gain confidence, live storytelling masterclass. This one, okay, and I like to teach you how to craft and deliver compelling stories that resonate, captivate listeners, share relatable experience, build trust, rapport. I like this one, okay, the live storytelling masterclass, and I like this value on it as well. High ticket sales playbook. Not sure about that one. Storytelling for social media domination. I like that. How to tell quick stories. Celebrate your story successes. Let's look for some more. Not going to worry about this. Let's do the e-com one, physical. And then the cool thing that this will also do is do a benefit stack, so that if you wanted to give the feeling of an offer stack by just stacking benefits, it'll write benefits and stuff that you can then use. Stories telling secret blueprint, unlocking higher ticket sales with personal stories. Mastering the art of storytelling, emotional connection and framework, on stage storytelling, 10 story templates for various sales scenarios. I like that one because I like stuff like this, because people, whenever you do like 10 story templates or something like that, put on them readers. You put those
There you go.
when you do that, people are like, okay, there's got to be at least one in there that would work for me when you do something like that. So if I was going to put together an offer to go with this book, I'd have the story selling secret book. I like the idea of the higher ticket sales one. And I like this one, mastering the art of storytelling for webinars and master classes. I actually think this would have more appeal than the high ticket one. This would have broader appeal. So if I was going to create an offer, and again, how many things do you put? This is a great question that somebody should have asked. How many things do you put into your offer stack? And the answer to that is, how much do you want to charge? How much value do you want to demonstrate? So if we said mastering the art of storytelling for webinars and master classes, I like that. I also like the 10 story templates. I don't like that name as well. But I like the idea. And I also know that I have created something like that in the past. And then what would really amp this up is the 6C story genie, because that's the genie that helps you write a story in an instant. All you got to do is just put in your character's context, conflict, climax, closure, and conclusions, and then it writes an amazing freaking story for you. So
Nice.
now we have an offer stack that I could very comfortably sell this for. I could easily put a value of $297 on it and sell it for either 97 or $197. Okay. Because what does it do? And again, we're going to get into this a lot more in the class on Tuesday, which you all are welcome to come to. And we got the book, which is kind of the big, broad brushstroke overview. Now, mastering the art of storytelling for webinars. And you know what I could also do with this because of that other thing? I could do webinars, master classes, and social media. Now that kind of, because I kind of like that one, but I didn't think it would stand on its own. But mastering the art of storytelling for webinars, master classes, and social media, and then 10 story templates for, and I would change this, and maybe we'll jump in and ask it for some cooler names. We go into Genie Chat. And then the 6C story Genie. So it's basically big, broad brushstroke, then specific applications that everybody in my audience needs. Then we give tools or tracks that they can run down, and then we give the easy button. So now somebody believes that they can do it quickly, they'll be able to use it across broad brushstroke. And I think that could be an amazing offer. Okay. So now
like
we went from a book with that to that we could barely get 20 bucks for, to now something I feel real confident we could sell for between 100 and 200 bucks. And the other thing is, anybody who buys that, what are they a perfect candidate for on the back end? Stu.
Right. No, I see.
It's right at the top of the page. Copy content. That's the perfect back end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a question online,
go ahead.
waiting to ask. So I was.
Go ahead. Ask.
Miss Jers. So, what is the difference of explaining a product, saying, "Here's what you get in this product," boom, 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 boom. Like, let's say, this program I have has got a beginner, intermediate, advanced. I describe each of them. Right? This is what you get with this product. What's the difference between that and the offer stack that you just made? Because it's kind of a description of what you're getting. It's not just a book with paper. It's these 3 things. So,
but they're all in the book, right?
They're all in the book. They're not separate, not sold separately. They're just part. This is what you get when you buy the book.
Right. So that's where we start getting into the discussion of features and benefits and meaning. Okay.
Gotcha.
So again, people don't buy, I'm going to show you 5 different ways to do push-ups. They buy, the ability to max a PT test. They don't buy, Tabata intervals, which actually are kind of cool, relatively speaking. They buy the ability to max the run score. That's what they're buying. Do
Right.
you see what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
talk about, in this book, you will learn techniques to help you max the run score, techniques to help you maximize your push-ups, techniques to triple your sit-ups. That's what people want. They buy the outcome. Nobody cares what it is. They care what it
Right.
does. In
Right. Right.
fact, they really don't want to know, because subconsciously they know, and probably at some point I'm going to have to do some work. But
Mm-hmm.
but by God, let's just keep that till next Monday. I'm gonna buy the book, because the best they're ever gonna feel is the minute they push that buy button. So they're buying the outcomes, they're buying the benefit, what those benefits mean to them.
That's cool.
And in order to
Yes.
get those outcomes and those benefits, they're going to have to produce the results. And in order to produce those results, they're going to have to take action. And so we're going to show them how to take the action to produce the result, but we want to sell them on the outcomes, the benefits, and what that means to them. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's why this can all be summed up in a single phrase: sell the destination, not the travel.
Okay.
And I will admit that I have gotten away from that. And that's okay. We're getting back to it. So anyway, um, and then Brad said, I want the benefits without luck. That's where we can do, like, I'm going to show you two things real quick. That's where we can come in with the mechanism that we sell. All right. So the easy button inside of the Genies were amazing. The easy button built into the Genies now is unstoppable. It's a complete and total no-brainer, game changer. What's the mechanism? Like for Brad teaches people how to use emotional freedom techniques, which means you can get relief from suffering or from trauma and stuff like that. Instead of years of therapy, you can find relief in as fast as 30 minutes using this. I know personally from using it that it works. This is not intended to diagnose or treat any illness. Please consult your healthcare professional. My point is, if they're going to get ready for doing whatever they want to do with used to, I guarantee they cannot get there any faster than by doing exactly what you tell them to do. They
Right.
can't. They won't
Right.
waste time, energy, effort, money, nothing. They will be mentally tough and physically tough. Okay, so that's kind of what you can sell as well. You can jerk around at Planet Fitness for the next 6 months, or you can do no, dude, I'm serious.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm not laughing at you.
Jerk around at Planet Fitness for the next 6 months, or do exactly what I tell you to do, and you will be in shape. You'll be mentally tough, and most importantly, you will have developed the physical stamina and toughness that doesn't just come in a getting ready in 30 days.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to harden your mind and harden your body for all the storms ahead.
Yep.
Ooh, that's some good copy right there, boy.
That is really good.
So that's part of it, though. Now we're getting back to kind of your question as well. You do have to include what they're gonna. It's a fine line between, like, how much about the process do I include? How much about the results? How much about the actual mechanics and all that other stuff? And the interesting thing is that you don't have to include as much as you think.
Okay.
And I'll give you a very, I don't know what, it's a very extreme example, but like when I was in real estate and when I took those 51 listings my first year, my whole listing presentation did not include a big flip chart where I showed you all the places we were going to advertise. I didn't show you how many offices Century 21 had around the world, our relocation department, our advertising budget, or anything like that. I simply stood there and told you, we're going to price your house right. We're going to list it correctly in the MLS, and I'm going to negotiate the highest possible price for you with a buyer. Now, I just need you to clean that up, clear that off, clean this up, do the, and it was like, it was 5 minutes. But it
Nice.
was because I spoke directly to the desired outcome that they wanted, which was sell your price in a time frame that's convenient to you for the highest price popular with the least of pain in the ass. People listed with me.
Nice.
So my point is that no one cares. Some people will care, but most people don't care about the nitty-gritty mechanics of the process. They just want you to let them know they're going to get the result they need to produce the outcome they want, and that they're going to be able to do it quickly and easily, as quickly and easily as possible, and have an understanding of how it works. The other thing you need, though, is proof, because if they believe that they're going to be able to get that result because you got the result and other people got the result, and then you present it in such a way that it removes the risk and ups the value, that's what you need to do. Let me ask you a quick question. Honest
Yes,
to
sir.
God, okay? When was the last time you bought a television?
Probably a couple of years ago.
Is it a flat screen?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yes.
I have a cool picture. Is it HD or Super HD?
I don't know. It's one of those smart TVs.
Okay, cool. How many
Yeah.
pixels per inch?
I don't know. A lot. It looks
What's
good.
what's the refresh rate?
Don't know.
What's
Looks
the
good.
power? How thick is it?
Not that thick. Stays on a little table about this big. So
Okay.
it's
How big is it? 78 inch, 80 inch?
no, it's not that big. It's 60 maybe.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
In other words,
Yeah.
Stu, you bought the freaking TV because it had a great picture, it was big, and you could watch the shows that you want to watch on it, and it probably has Netflix and Hulu and the other crap built right in.
Oh yeah. Built right
Okay.
in.
Did you ever look at the tech specs for the TV? Did
No.
you go to that tab on Best Buy and read the tech specs?
No.
If you had, would you have understood them?
Probably not.
Stu, you are a graduate of the Naval Academy. You were an officer in charge of taking people out of an airlock on a submarine. And you're
Yes.
telling me you didn't go read the tech specs for the television that you spent money on?
I did not.
So all you cared about was that a big, bright picture and did what you wanted it to do, and it solved the problem.
Yep. And
there
price.
you go. There you go.
Good deal.
And it was priced right. It was a good deal.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. That's
Yeah,
why
that's a good
we
point.
spend more
That's
time
a really good point.
explaining the
That-
crap. We want to drive people to the tech tab, the tech specs tab on the frickin' Best Buy page, when all they want to know is it big? Is the picture real clear? Can I play Xbox on it? Will it look like I'm in a movie theater when I get home? And will it sound really cool? And is it a good deal? You know what makes something a good deal? The offer stack.
But
since that TV was the only thing in the bundle, then it price immediate. Oh, and I got a good price. Okay. Not, and I got a great deal. Do you hear the difference in your own words?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So that's what we got to do is make man, I got a great deal. Dude, guy's book. I got an amazing class. I got the audiobook version to listen to when I'm walking or at the gym or in the car. I also am part of the community, and dude does Q&A calls a couple times a month. What a deal. What a deal. Not,
deal.
I got a great price. That's a great deal. So this is all the kind of stuff. Yeah, it's cool, right?
Yeah, love it.
So anyway, it's kind of okay. And if I had a restaurant, you know how I'd make, the offer stack I would put with everything that would make everything seem amazing and a great deal? Bacon.
Tell me. Oh,
Bacon.
yeah.
I put bacon on everything, man. Whatever it is. And you can add some bacon. But yeah, I think I would like bacon on top of my salad. I would like, think of anything they serve in any restaurant you go to that bacon wouldn't make it more amazing. Either on top, infused, crumbled up, or on the side. Nothing.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it. You could have a restaurant called Put Bacon on It.
There you go. So anyway, that's kind of stuff to think about with making an offer. So again, on Tuesday, we're doing a masterclass on offers, how to create an amazing offer, how to use some additional tools, easy buttons we have inside of Copy and Content. And the cool thing, what we're going to do is we're actually going to take this offer. Oh, I forgot. We got to come up with a cool name for this, but let me finish. So we're going to take this offer that we made today, and we're going to show you mechanically how to actually go onto Go High Level, which is the tool that we use for our funnels. And we're going to show you how to put it up there. So it's not just how to come up with it. It's not just what it looks like. It's not just writing the copy for it, but it's putting that bad boy up there.
I know what I'm doing today, Jim.
What are you doing today?
I'm creating some offers.
You have a ton of stuff.
I got a great idea. Great idea. In fact, I'm going to write it down before I lose it.
Oh, okay. Well, while you're writing that down, we're going to go over and we're going to go into, just for grins, we're going to go into Genie Chat, and we're going to ask Genie Chat in BuzzFeed style. Ooh, we're going to do allow rich text formatting. That's something cool we got. I need 10 alternative titles for this.
Love it.
Okay. And I think I'm going to want to appeal to the DI and active, and we'll do that. All right. Let's see if it gives me a couple cool titles. We can always go and use the title Genie and stuff, but oh, there you go. Unlock your sales superpowers, 10 irresistible story templates, close more deals. Boom. Right there, right there, right there. I like that.
Cool.
That's my title. That's my title.
I like it.
Yeah, no, that's, yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. All right, so now I'm going to save this so I don't lose it. And oh, I know why I don't have it. Sorry, I was working on this on my other computer. Sorry, I just got to save this so I don't lose it. Okay, so I just had to say, so the offer that we're coming up with to go with the book, it's the Story Selling Secrets book, plus Mastering the Art of Storytelling webinars, plus Unlock Your Sales Superpowers, and plus the 6C Story Genie. So that'll be, I'll have Nancy make some graphics for that. So we'll have that ready, and then we can show you mechanically on Tuesday how to do that, as well as delving more into making some stuff. But Stu, are you going to be, well, you use Shopify though. Is there any reason for you to be on that class to see how we do things and what we do with Go High Level?
Yes, because I would like to see how you teach structuring it. Because there is a structure to a funnel. And yes, I might be able to figure out how to do it on Shopify, but I'd like to see what is the kind of the what's a good word for it? The industry standard, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
For doing that, just to understand a little bit better. You know,
Yeah.
I like to think I have a funnel, but I don't really have a funnel.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I know. Well, but the thing is, on this particular training, we're not necessarily going to get into funnel structure, but in offer structure. So showing you how to
Oh,
present
that's
an
fine.
offer
Yeah.
on an actual funnel. So it would work
Yeah.
on a funnel, would work on a confirmation page, would work on a whole different bunch of different places. So again, if you want to join us for that, you need to go to CopyandContent.AI /class, and you can register for that masterclass. The masterclass is free, but obviously access is limited and time for it is limited as well. And we'll send out an email about that as well. So, but just to wrap things up today, we did a lot. And here's the thing. Oh, and it is at 11 o'clock on Tuesday. 11 o'clock on Tuesday is when that class is. So 11 o'clock Eastern. And the reason it's in Eastern is because that's time zone Stu and I are in. So it's easiest for me to remember. So thank God we live in the one that everyone uses as the main time zone for stuff. So we went over some really cool definitions to help people understand some stuff, drew the distinctions between outcomes, results, process, and mechanism, which I think a lot of light bulbs went on today.
Yes.
And we also talked about the difference between offer stack, how we can improve the value of an offer. But notice it was actually easier, rather than taking our offer and having to change it for specific audiences. It was easier just to sweeten the pot and add to the offer stack to up the value, up the price, without really, once that's done, we don't have to redo that for 12,000 different audiences. We're able to get where we want to go, which is being able to justify a higher price and make people feel like they are getting a good D word deal. Absolutely. All right. Well, that's all I got. You got anything else, Stu?
No, man, this is good. I'm already opened up on CopyandContent.AI, ready to put in my offer, build my
Awesome.
offer.
Awesome.
It's
Awesome.
going to be
Awesome.
awesome. I'll show it to you later.
Well, I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, but I am going to tell you that at a minimum on Tuesday, we're going to be demoing some easy buttons you haven't seen. And there may be something else pretty cool that will blow your mind. But at a minimum, the easy button is going to blow your mind. So no worries either way. All right, everybody. I'm Jim Edwards. If you're not a member of Copy and Content yet, you should be. Head on over to CopyandContent.AI. And if you want to get in shape this year, head on over to StuSmithFitness.com. And because even if you're old and you think you're too old, the Ageless Athlete, Stu's newest book, will help you develop a fitness plan that's just right for you. And all seriousness, a couple other things. One, if you need some help and you're in Copy and Content and you wish you had somebody to give you some one-on-one help, we've got the Genie coaching available now for a very reasonable price. You can jump on with one of our Genie coaches. They'll walk you through everything from your offer to your avatar to your user profile to coming up with a plan to which Genies to they'll be your friend for an hour and really help you get amazing results. And so you want to check that out inside of Copy and Content as well. So lots of good stuff coming, lots of amazing things already in the site. If you're not taking advantage of it, jump back in and start using it. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Great job, Stu.
Thank you, sir.